Take it away, Naheed.
I have to unmute.
There you go.
Thank you all for coming. I am Naheed Oberfeld, and I help busy entrepreneurs break the cycle of overwork so that they can grow more without the stress. Next slide, please. So before I jump into my presentation, I wanted to just share a few things that are important and meaningful for us. My husband and I, we love to travel. We'd like trying different foods. That's my dog, Lucy. If you ever had a one-to-one, she's coming in there somehow in the conversation. And then one thing you may not know about me is that I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. So we typically have a Halloween/Day of the Dead party, and that's me dressed up as a sugar skull in front of my Halloween themed tree. Next slide, please. So this presentation is created to answer four important questions. So the first question I'm going to talk about is, who do I work with? I work with entrepreneurs, consultants, and professionals who are responsible for generating their own income. So think financial planners, doctors, consultants of all kinds, lawyers. This is just a small list of what I have on here of the people that I've worked with over the past 11 years. And some of their common characteristics, as far as my clients go, they're all accomplished professionals. They're high achievers with many years of education and/or work experience. And so they've grown their business through years of dedication and expertise, and like most of us, through blood, sweat, and tears, right? And so what they do is so important and integral to who they are. So next slide, please. So then the question is, why do they come to work with me? They come to me because they've hit a ceiling in their business, but at the same time, they're really driven. They know they have greater potential. They just don't know how to access it. And one thing all my clients are very clear on, they cannot keep growing the same old way. There are no more hours in the day for them to work. They cannot work any harder, and the stress and the overwhelm are beginning to take a toll. And so what they're looking for is a new way to achieve their goals, and one that doesn't require more hustle, more sacrifice, but grows with ease and joy. So here are some of the things that I help my clients with. When it comes to growing businesses, there are two main things, right? You want new clients. And they may say that they want new clients, but they don't have the capacity to do more work to get new clients. And in addition, they may even say, I know I need to raise my rates, but I'm afraid of losing business. So if you hear those two things, have them have a conversation with me. And then equally importantly, when you're stuck in cycles of stress, we lose some of the passion we had for our work, right? They want to bring back more meaning into their lives. And that's part of the work that we do together. Next slide, please. All right. So you found that you know a person who has the potential, they want to grow further. They're stuck in this place where they feel like they've done enough and they can't do anymore. So what do you say to them? So I have a client who's also a coach, and this is what she says to them, to the people she refers me. She says, you know what, you're juggling a lot, you're dealing with a lot, and those balls up in the air, they're hard to keep up and it's hard to sustain. And I know a coach who has a lot of success helping entrepreneurs transform people's lives from being overworked into growing with more ease. Would you like a conversation with her? And my guarantee is that if you come and have a complimentary conversation with me, I promise you, you will understand one big block that may be keeping you from growing at the level that you'd like to grow. And I want to share a couple of client successes. When I say that I can help you grow your business, what does that mean? So I have a business advisor who quadrupled her revenue while doubling her rates. So what that means is she got more people after she raised her rates. And then I have another contractor who went from, an average of $20,000 per contract to $140,000. That's a 600% increase. And I can guarantee you, he did not work 600% harder in order to win that contract. So it is very true that you can be able to create your business without extra work and more stress in your life. Next slide, please. So the final question that I want to talk about is, what are my referral sources? I would love connections to anybody who are business advisors. And when I say that term, I mean it in the broadest sense. It could be lawyers, it could be an actual business advisor, it could be bankers, Anybody who's in front of business owners and who's learning about them and understanding the challenges they face, and especially coaches. Coaches tend to be my biggest referral sources. But today, I really want to focus on speaking engagements. That's the part of my business I would love to grow. So I've listed 3 of the speaking engagements that were introductions that were made for me by our chapter members, and one of them, Chris Frank, is also a guest who's here today. And the one thing I want to point out is that all 3 of them are very different. So it really doesn't matter what the organization is. My conversations, which are all about mindset strategies to boost success, apply across the board. So if you belong to an organization, a professional association, and they usually are looking for speakers, I would love an introduction. And I want to thank both Walter Flores and Chris for these introductions. And then the other thing that I want to mention is that when I work with people, it is really about helping them understand where they want to go. And I'm on the being side of things. What I mean by that is I help people understand what's that belief that's keeping them back. And my goal then is to help them connect with people who are doers. So the doers in our chapter, think about Kat Orsini and her Spark CRM. These are people who are able to then take our business owner clients to that next level because I'm only providing one half of the equation. And so next slide, please. So I first want to thank everybody for being here today, and I wanted to extend this offer, which is if anybody here is interested in understanding what's their one big hump that they would love to understand, I'm going to offer a completely no obligation conversation so that you can learn that and then take that and take it to the next level for you. So I'm Naheed Oberfeld, and I help you tap into your success.
Very good. Round of applause. Silent round of applause since everybody's muted.